Why are you here?
More sustainable.
To be more sustainable. Eat well, sleep well. Rest. They mentioned rest. Rest. Rest is good. Why are you here?
Soil biology.
Soil biology. Woo, biology. Yay, you're a biological person. Well, that's great. Why are you here?
Meet people, get details, understand.
Okay, you sit beside somebody you already know? That won't work. You already know them. Okay, cool. So none of you are here because it's a soil biology forum. That's grand. Brilliant. Around soil health. No? Anyone here for that? That's why I came. Because that's what they told me to come to. Cool. There was a few hands. Little hands. That's nice. What is soil health? That's a good one, isn't it? I've been working on soil health for 20 odd years. I haven't got a clue. The FAO tells me what soil health is now. They've unified our statement around what soil health is. Functions of soil to do things sustainably. There you go. Who said sustainable stuff? Yeah. Yeah, you got yeah?
FAO?
The FAO, yes.
What is it?
Oh, foreign, but international. For Socio-Agricultural Organisation or something. But the FAO develop national stuff. Usually they tie in with the UN and bring us sustainable development goals and say this is what we want. But they've basically looked at everything and went, yeah. Doran and Perkins were pretty close in 2003. Soils that function well or undertake their function in a sustainable manner. Let's not even get into what sustainable is or isn't. But what do soils do?
Aquaponics at the moment.
Aquaponics. Bit of water. Cool. But primarily, I think the people in this room, you're probably going to ask the question in a minute, Colin, what people do anyway, but we use them to produce food and fibre. But we're also in a building where they're providing the structure for this building. How many of you drove here today? They provide the infrastructure for the roads that we drive upon. We just had gentlemen introducing us to country, welcoming us here. How do we know about our ancestral past? Well, because the soil acts as a reservoir for that ancestry to preserve it, to capture that as well and keep it for us. Biology was mentioned. Why? Soil is full of biology, and we're going to hear about a lot of that today, or some of it even, perhaps. But we'll see how we go. But when we think about then what these functions of soil are, whether it's processing our waste, building our infrastructure, producing our food and fibre, it becomes very difficult to actually get a feeling of what we should measure. And that's what a lot of today, I think, will reflect. But what I want to ask you, because I like asking grower groups everywhere, and if you were with us yesterday, please keep stum. I was going to say, I think Michael's outside, but I've just spied his red shirt down the back. What is soil health? If I was to say to you as a group, soil health is, what would you tell me it is? And I'd like to capture those words, if I may. Soil health is?
Balance of physical, chemical, and biological.
That's a word. Okay, balance. We like balance. I'm severely dyslexic, so if I spell it wrong, and you like a physical aspect of that. You said chemical and biological, did you? We're going to run out of room. Oh, I have to get down in here. Is that what it is? Okay, it's good. It's all about balance of all of these things. Is that it?
Foundational.
Foundation. Soil health is foundational. Ooh, nice. I think that's a new word for my word cloud. Foundational. No. Someone said life. Soil health is about life, isn't it? Life and death. Have you read my shirt? That's always a good one.
It's a community.
It's a community. Ooh. That's a is that two M's? I think it is, isn't it? We'll have two M's in it today. There we go. Whether it is or isn't, that doesn't matter. It's all these things. That's great. That's a good start. Do you want to add to that at all? Someone said aquaponics before, didn't they? Is water important in this space, maybe? Oh, water it? Okay, well, should we put water up too? Yeah. Stop leading them, Oliver. They already know the answers. Okay, cool. Culture. Ooh. I think of bugs in the Petri dish when people say culture to me, but that's the type of culture. How you doing? You running out of steam or you got some other ideas? Diversity. We're a room of diverse people. Grand.
There's an interaction between the plant and the soil.
So how do we capture that?
Relational.
Relations. Relationships. Let's add that in there. And maybe we should have plant microbes as well. Don't want to write over the Wi-Fi code. I'm fascinated. There's two words up there that usually grower groups always throw at me, and one of them I'm quite glad isn't there, and there's another one I'm surprised hasn't come out. Underpants. I love a bit of underpant. Was that someone said fungi? Organic? Who said that? Thank you ever so much. Why is that? That was a late one coming out. Oh gosh, and I've spelt it completely wrong. Organic matter. Yay! And why does it matter? What does that do? What does organic matter in your soils do? Sorry? The base of everything. Sticks our soils together. It's what as we mineralize it, it's actually what provides a lot of the nutrition through to our plants. It's the glue. It's actually the part of carbon that we're generally most interested in because it's the carbon fraction that's driving our cycles. Organic matter. Fantastic. That was one of those words that wasn't up there. Something around carbon. I was thinking, oh my gosh, all these incredible things, but no carbon. Fantastic. But,
The house too.
sorry?
The house.
The house?
The house. H-O-U-S-E.
H-O-U-S-E. House.
The microbes.
It's the house, a home. A home. Can we go with home over house? It is indeed. But what I need you to be thinking about then is we have a national soil strategy that says we're going to develop indicators around soil health. You go, yay, fantastic. And speaking to DAF over the last few weeks, you kind of go, you guys are about 20 years behind what we've been doing, but I'm glad you're playing catch up now. What will it become? How do you measure these things? All these various things that to you soil health is? Is it easy? Is it straightforward? No. So don't give us a hard time if we don't leave here today going, we know exactly what to measure. Give us a hard time, I guess, if you leave here today not knowing what direction you want to take your care of your soil in, I think is probably a better way to put it. Because measuring half of these things is complicated. I use complicated rather than complex because I think we can find solutions. But generally, the biggest solution is, do you feel happy about what you're doing? Do you feel it's making positive change? And if you have, I mean, I'm a scientist, I love data that says, I look at me, I'm doing it, and it's working, and I've got data to support my observations, I get happy. For a lot of people I know who work the land, it's about just looking out the window, or seeing the way the livestock behave, or maybe looking at the profitability, or keeping the bank manager happy. Whatever it is, it's about having realistic expectations as well. Time will come up a few times today, and speaking of time, I should probably thank you for these words, shut up, and ask Colin if he'd now come up here and we'll play swap the microphone.